eyeshadow smeared and mascara smudged, giving her eyes a hollow, exaggerated look. Deep circles underneath emphasized their emptiness. Indentations from the pillow marked her cheek and forehead, and her usual healthy glow had gone gray and pasty. It was a wonder small children didn't run away at the sight of her. Only because small children didn't frequent the places she did. Steam was forming on the mirror when she sighed, turned away, and stripped off her tank and shorts. She took a long shower, scrubbing herself once, twice, closing her eyes and letting the stinging water pound into her face. By the time she was ready to get out, it had turned cold, bringing shivers and making her teeth chatter. 4 weeks since she'd been fired from the bank. All because some snotty teenage brat with a sense of entitlement could dish it out, but couldn't take it. And she hadn't told anyone yet. Not that there were many people to tell, just the Margarita girls, her best friends. None of them banked at Tallgrass National. Like her, they were all Army widows, and like her, they kept their accounts at the Fort Murphy Federal Credit Union. She should have told them at the first Tuesday night Margarita Club dinner after the dismissal happened. She liked to think she would have, except all the earth-shaking going on in their lives was the good kind. Weddings, babies, mad love and lust. They didn't get fired from their jobs. They didn't keep secrets or prove themselves to be colossal losers like Jessy did. If they knew all her failings, they would lose respect for her, and she would lose the most important people in her life. Better that she stayed quiet a while longer. God, how she wished she could talk to someone. For the first time in years, she mourned the family relationships she'd never had. They lived in Atlanta. Mother, father, 2 sisters with husbands and children who got regular gifts from their Aunt Jessie but wouldn't recognize her if she break-danced in front of them. She couldn't recall the last time she'd gotten an affectionate hug from her mom or a word of advice from her father. She'd been such a disappointment that she was pretty sure, if asked, Prescott and Natalie Wilkes didn't even acknowledge the existence of their middle daughter. She got dressed, finger-combed her hair, then wandered through the empty apartment with its high ceilings and tall windows to the kitchen. A quick look in the refrigerator and freezer showed nothing but a few bottles of water, condiments, and some frozen dinners, age unknown. The pantry held staples, rice, pasta, sugar, plus a lonely can of pinto beans and some packets of instant mashed potatoes. The cabinets were empty as well, except for a box of oatmeal and another of instant pudding. Like the childhood poem, her cupboards were bare. Except for the one below and to the left of the sink. Out of sight, out of mind, the old saying went, but the bottles in that cabinet were never far from her mind. That was her problem. She needed food, real food, healthy food. Though she wasn't much of a cook, she could learn. She could fill a few of her empty days with taking care of herself, eating properly, exercising, cleaning, detoxing herself. It was a momentous project, but she was worth the effort, right? And what else did she have to do? She would start with shopping, she decided, grabbing her purse and keys and heading toward the door before she could talk herself out of it. She was a champion shopper, though she preferred to look for killer heels and cute outfits and Bobby Brown makeup. She could handle a sweep through Walmart, maybe even grab a burger at the McDonald's just inside the door. And at this time of day, she wouldn't risk running into any of her Margarita sisters. They would all be working, as they believed her to be. After locking up, she took the stairs to the street level, stepped out into the warm May afternoon, and stopped immediately to rummage in her purse for a pair of dark glasses. Cars passed on Main Street a few steps ahead, and a few shoppers moved past, running errands on their lunch breaks or grabbing a meal at one of the nearby restaurants. Jessy loved living right in the heart of downtown Tallgrass, on the second floor of a sandstone building that dated back to Oklahoma's statehood. She loved the busyness of the area during the day and the quiet at night, her only neighbors few and far between in other converted spaces.